Here we go. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 268. We are here reviewing the last 3 episodes of Boukenger, episodes 47 to 49. Wow. I only resumed watching the series just a few days ago, and now I'm done. Which is not surprising, given the fact that last night I got through a couple episodes, and today I watched 2 episodes, did a review of 4 episodes, and now I just watched the last 3. So in the case of 47, it starts off with Wraithwall, where he tries to create a new monster, but he can't, because he's all out of power. This actually is his last appearance in the main series, prior to him show up someplace else, which I'll get to that in a future video. So, mostly put this as his finale in the series, where then he fails, and Gaja shows up at space operations, where whatever this place is, and of course he wants to see. Apparently, Gaja's final plan of the series is to destroy all the precious, because he wants to destroy the world for reasons. So he injures Wraithwa, and then because Wraithwa tries to battle him, but something is off with him. It's revealed in the next episode. He actually was revealed like not long after this that he apparently has put inside himself 3 golden engines, the very same engines that powered up the quasars, who were destroyed back in episode 42. Yeah, it's been 5 episodes since they were destroyed, and this is the first time the golden engines have been seen in the series. So eventually, you see that, Wraithwa dies and his helmet is taken back as a precious. Yeah, as for how the heck his helmet is a precious is never really explained. But there's a reason why that he kind of does this. So he gets inside something that's never been mentioned in the series prior to this, the Precious Bank. So it's brought to the bank, and then he just reactivates himself, repowered, but does not create any new monsters. So it ends up, and by the way, Boca Red follows him. Yes, he follows him. And he battles him in one last battle. And then he turns back into a human. Also, because Gaja's plan, so he finds the heart of Goldem. Not the brain, just the heart. So he wants to absorb all the power pressures into himself. For reasons. And if you're curious, is this a similar plan what Furo had in Operation Overdrive? Yes, this is very similar, and like in the case of Overdrive, both Furo and Gaja have this basically. They have one popular fun fact about these 2 guys. You want to know what that is? They are the final villains of both Operation Overdrive and this one, respectively. Yeah, the final big boss. And, of course, Wraithwa and Moldor were destroyed prior to these 2, basically. Yeah. So, they adapt that for Operation Overdrive. So then, of course, we see Miss Me. He's out on a beach, and we see this beautiful woman wearing this outfit. We don't know who this woman is. Not revealed until the final episode who the heck this woman is and what her secret is. So, then because Gacha is basically taking all the precious and so he takes the precious power from the Sidebender, and apparently also depowering Bokai Silver. So then Mr. Voice oh crap, we gotta seal up all of the vehicles, all the Rumble vehicles. The next part basically becomes quite interesting. So then, of course, apparently, basically Wraithwa, apparently, the precious bank gets destroyed, and Wraithwa is confirmed dead. Yeah, he's gone. So, and the Jeep is presumed dead until it's revealed at the end of 48 that nope, he's not dead at all. So, they have this thing go on the run, which is typical standard Sentai, where in the final one, like the grunts basically are in a massive amount, and they're chasing the Rangers because they're low on power. So, we have where Natsuki runs into Megami. Sakura, from what I could tell, we see her end up. She ends up back at the SGS museum. As for Soka, he meets up with Sakura in the wind, where they chat for a bit. They gotta go leave the country. Oh, they'll be back in the next episode. Don't worry. And he's like, okay, guys, he cheered me up. Sakura, I'll take you on a date next time I basically see you in town. He's like, huh? Yeah, seriously. And you think this is going to follow up next episode? Who the heck knows? I'll get to it later. So, no, it's not really follow up here, but maybe it will. Who knows? So, eventually all end back in the museum. And we see this woman where she's got this box, which is known for all the precious, and inside is the brain of Golden. Which is the first time this object's been seen since episode 1. Not even been mentioned at all. Like, it's been kept hidden this whole time. And apparently it's been kept with her, and the heart is kept in a complete location. And apparently he also gets his hands on the key to Pandora, which opens up Pandora's box. Now, this is something I thought was kind of weird. Pandora's box is a precious in this series. And Pandora's box is associated with Greek mythology. I'm not really sure of why the heck basically Boukenger decided to include Pandora's box. Oh, because they say it's the source of all the greatest evil. Despite the fact that's not what that's what the Greek legend is. Basically, it's like unleash all the diseases and all the bad stuff of the world and keep all the light stuff inside. Yeah, it's like they're just making up their own thing when it comes to Pandora's box because inside the thing is like evil stuff. This one thinks it's not really what it is. So Gaja drinks the damn thing. Then later on, he basically turns turns the liquid and drinks it, becoming really powerful. So then he's like, okay. He also creates a monster, Desperado, the final monster seen in the series, and he's here for 3 straight episodes. So he's also the only monster seen more than just 2 episodes. Like, he's here for 3 straight episodes. So, excuse me. So he takes him back to the museum, which is the first time in this series that a villain has ended up at the Rangers' base. But it's not destroyed. Nope, it's not even attacked. He just shows up there. They attack, and Mesame shows up with the drill, fires at him like twice. Eventually, he's destroyed. Though he goes giant as Gaja goes back to his home island, first time since episode 1. It's like basically we're having callbacks to episode 1 here. Like, Gaja go back to his island. I'm like, does he not live in this island? Because this is his home. Yeah. So, eventually Desperado is destroyed by a returning Die Voyager, which apparently they removed the precious power from it. And apparently it's powered by humans. I'm like, humans' dreams. I'm like, this is interesting. And apparently later on they summon all the vehicles. Apparently the reason why that he was missing all this time was because him and the Doctor Mercurio was basically remodeling all their vehicles to not have the precious power. Also, Sakura thought a good idea to smash the screen Mr. Voice uses. And by the way, I'll reveal, and he does not chastise her for doing that. She calls him Stupid Cone Head. He calls him Stupid Cone because he's literally a cone. Yep. And then they travel where Gaja is via the Die Voyager to the island where they started off the series, and there's like flashbacks to the start of this, like the very first episode. And then he comes to the cocoon and he's changed to Goddamn. Yeah. So then of course they battle him like first in this size, and then he goes giant size, and they use all the vehicles they have, shown throughout the entire series. And of course also this is when they finally repower their morphers, and they basically morph up and they destroy and they basically destroy his monster form. Then, by the way, it's revealed prior to this that he reveals, oh yeah, the Golden are in fact aliens. Yes, seriously. In fact, the Precious are from space. Yeah, this is it for the end of the final episode. That's all this is. So, after he's defeated, he's somehow still alive, and he crawls back to the tomb that he was in back in the first episode. Crawls back in, turns back to stone, thing is sealed, and the island sinks. And of course, basically, like, then when they get back to HQ, finds out, oh no, Boca Red is going to space. Yes, he is going to space. to find the other precious. And like, oh yeah, bye bye. And then it's revealed, oh, Sakura stowed away on the ship. And of course, she doesn't say the reason why, but anyone who watches the series can tell the only reason why she went with him into space on the remodeled Die Voyager is because she has a thing for Akashi. Yep. And Akashi, before he left, he made Masumi the chief, the leader of the team. So the team is now reduced now. By the way, also, Silver is now working for the fire department, putting out fires, helping people, which is quite nice of him to do. So it's now down from a 6-man team down to a 4-man team. And then, of course, Sakura the Red and Gajo the Illusion shows up to steal the staff of Son Goku. I like this. Was really cool. This is a good nod to Dragon Ball Z continuity, that was really cool. And then the reptile horde shows up. Like, wait, he points out, though, your boss is dead. Why the heck are you guys still active? He's like, we're following the will of our king. And then, of course, they take back the staff, and the Dark Shadow gets away. And the episode ends with Sakura looking at him very much basically like, oh, I'm going to spend some time with him. Yeah. Which, based on my theory about her, is that she has had a thing for him for a long time. And she's very hesitant to tell him that. But these 3 episodes were really good. Overall, really good series. Now I'm on the final thoughts portion. This series overall was really good. I was the biggest fan of their solo movie, The Greatest Precious, because the story had some plot holes, but I thought it was an okay movie. But the main series, is absolutely amazing. Yep. Now, like I've been doing for the Earth videos, what are these characters based on? Well, in the case of Ryusuke, because basically 47, now I'm going to reveal what the heck he's based on. And this might surprise you. Did you know he's based upon the Dino Megazord from Zoo Ranger? Yeah, he's based on Daijujin. And you can tell by his horns. You're thinking, really? They based the fire guy, they based Crazy King Rafa on the Megazord that was later adapted for Power Rangers as the very first Megazord in Power Rangers history, the Dino Megazord. Yep, that's what he's based on. Now, here's something interesting though. Gaja, the final villain of the series. Now, the main version of him, he is based upon Varikuyan. It's the hot air balloon from Go Ranger. Yep. And as for his monster form, that is based upon O Blocker from O Ranger. I'm thinking, okay, interesting. What about his monsters? Well, Giant God Golem was seen back in the very first episode of the series, which was also adapted for Operation Overdrive. He is based upon Verblane. What is Verblane, you might ask? Why, it's the first jet used by the Go Rangers in their 84-episode series. As a matter of fact, it was destroyed about halfway through. Gagadum, the second monster, he is based upon the live Robo. Yep. Magari, who was the second, he is based upon the Battle Fever Robo. Yes, seriously. Yeah. And modified mythical beast Gordon, which also is Lemurian beast. The primary beast form, Lemurian, is based upon Magi Legend. I believe this is not. I don't think this was the primary Megazord. I haven't watched Magi Legend yet, but I think this may have been the second Megazord they actually had in the series. I think it was, and then basically the modified one is made by Magic King, which I think was the primary version of the primary Megazord they actually had. Yes. Yeah. So, interesting. Now, I should point out, though, of all the Sentai that they basically based upon Megazords from, all but three of whom I've actually, four of them I've not, four of them I've actually done reviews for. The only four that I've done reviews for yet is Kaka Ranger, Hurricaneger, Abba Ranger, Magi Ranger, and that's it. But since Boukenger is finally finished, when I started the series, I thought it was pronounced Baka Ranger. I didn't realize though it was Boukenger. I didn't realize. I saw a look at the title. It looks like Baka Ranger. So I based upon my pronunciation of the title of the series on way it's spelled. I didn't realize it was called Boukenger. I didn't realize that at all. I realized now I call it that. But this series was a lot of fun. I didn't think any episodes were particularly all that bad per se. Not really. There was like no really bad episode I saw for the series, which I thought it would be quite surprising. Because usually there's an occasional bad episode or something I didn't like, but no. There's nothing bad about this series I could think of. No, series had really good writing, with the exception of I would say the only thing weak I thought was not as good as the rest of stuff. What was their solo movie they had? The Greatest Passion. I thought was the weakest offering related to the series, but the episodes themselves were really good. I thoroughly enjoyed every episode. Of the 49, I didn't think any were bad. Not necessarily. Nope. Okay, now, since I am not reviewing Baka Ranger, Boukenger, there'll be a couple bonus stuff reviewing, like next video, I'll discuss with the crossover they had with Geki Ranger. That'll be the very next episode of this review series. And the following episode will be their tribute episode in GoGo. But what Sentai replaced this one? Well, it's a Sentai that I initially started almost 7 years ago, but I never finished it. I got partway through that I stopped because I got distracted by other things else. As a matter of fact, I'll review more about that when I talk about it a bit, but when I talk about that, probably tomorrow or Tuesday. The next Sentai we're going to be discussing will be the Sentai that was loosely adapted into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 3, Ninja Sentai Kaka Ranger. Yep, that's what we're discussing next. But next video we'll be discussing will be Blue Exorcist, and then it's on to One Piece finally. Okay, next video. Bye.